Hey guys, welcome to Garden Canvas. I'm Rohan and in today's video we will see how we can grow lush and fast growing pothos in our home by following some easy tricks. We will explore how to grow it in pots, hanging basket and water, and how we can get large leaves on them. We will also discuss the requirements for its healthy growth and diseases it may encounter. We will also see why its leaves turn brown or black. I'll also show you when and how to fertilize it. And finally, I'll share 6 tips that will keep your pothos green, lush and thriving all year round. So don't forget to watch it. Whether you are into gardening or not, there is one plant that can be found in almost everyone's home, and that is pothos, also known as money plant or devil's ivy. There are several varieties of pothos and I have 5 of those varieties. The first one is called the golden pothos, which is the most common variety. Its leaf have a combination of golden and green color, and among all the varieties, golden pothos grows the fastest. The second variety is the marble queen pothos, which has white and green variegation. The white variegation is more pronounced, which makes it look stunning. However, since it has more white variegation, its chlorophyll content is lower, resulting in slower growth. It is better to place this plant where it can receive good amount of light. Similar to marble queen is the snow queen variety, which has even more white variegation but requires the same sunlight as marble queen. Next is neon pothos, which has vibrant yellow-green leaves. This is Baltic blue pothos, which has long heart-shaped leaf in deep blue-green color. As it matures, split appears on its leaf. It is one of the rarest pothos variety. The last variety that I have is that of dragon's tail pothos. It has large dark green split leaves. It is often mistaken for Monstera deliciosa, but they are different varieties. While Monstera deliciosa has heart-shaped leaf with splits and holes, dragon's tail pothos has long, pointed leaves with tiny holes between them. You can grow pothos in soil or in water at any time of the year, but the best time for rooting its cutting is during the rainy season. The point on the branch of the pothos from where leaves are emerging is called a leaf node. From this point, aerial roots also grow, and thus resulting in rooting of the pothos. Let's see how to grow pothos in soil. There are 2 methods of propagating in soil. In the first method, take 1 to 1.5 feet long cutting from the pothos plant and make a cut just below the leaf node. Tie all the cuttings together and place them in a glass filled with water. About a week or 10 days, you will see some white roots developing. Now you can plant these cuttings in soil and they will grow into new plants. In the second method, take a cutting with at least 3 to 4 leaf nodes and remove some of the lower leaves. Plant this cutting directly into the soil, making sure that at least 2 leaf nodes from where the aerial roots will emerge are inside the soil. Within 2 to 3 weeks, you will see new growth. Keep the soil slightly moist during this period. For fastest growth, pothos requires well-drained soil rich in nutrients. You can prepare a potting mix by combining 1 part garden soil, 1 part sand, 1 part compost and 1 part coco peat. You can also add neem cake to prevent pest. This potting mix is not only lightweight but also well-drained, so you can use it in pots or hanging baskets. If you want to grow pothos in hanging basket where long vines keeps coming out and keeps on spreading, you can directly grow them in soil. However, if you want large leaves on your pothos, then you will need a moss stick. Moss stick is easily available at any nursery or you can make one at home. I have made the moss stick for my pothos plant myself. If you also want to make them at home, I have created a separate video. Link is available on the top and I have also provided the link in the description of this video. If you would like to make a similar moss stick at home, then make sure to watch that video. Whether you are buying the moss stick from nursery or making one at your home, ensure that the moss stick is thick as the pothos grows well on a thicker moss stick. As mentioned earlier, pothos produces aerial roots. When you grow the pothos with support of moss stick, these aerial roots penetrate inside the stick, allowing them to grow upwards and absorb the moisture and nutrients. If you would have seen a big pothos plant in a park or a garden, you must have noticed that they usually climb and wrap around the trunk of big trees, which results in large leaves and thick stem. Moss stick in our pot serves the similar purpose. To plant the pothos with the help of moss stick, start by placing the moss stick in the center of the pot filled with soil. Then plant the pothos around the stick. As the plant grows, you can wrap its branches around the moss stick. The aerial roots that will emerge from the plant will easily penetrate the moss stick, helping your plant to grow bigger and more significant leaves will start to develop. To grow pothos plant in water, fill a glass bottle or a bowl with water and place the cuttings in it. Change the water every 4 to 5 days to prevent fungal growth. We can use tap water, and whenever we are changing the water, we can add half an aspirin tablet to enhance the growth of the plant. Aspirin contains salicylic acid, which enhances the plant's immune system and helps it cope with stress or diseases. Pothos is an indoor plant. If you place it in a location that is dark and receives very little light, the plant will not grow well. For its healthy growth, you should keep it in a place where it receives bright indirect sunlight. It is also essential to protect the plant from direct sunlight, as the leaves will burn. As you can see, I have placed all my pothos in the shaded area, where it receives the bright indirect sunlight. You should place it in the brightest area of your home where it receives the maximum indirect light. If you have planted the pothos in soil, one common problem that can damage it is root rot. Because the pothos is kept in shade and does not receive direct sunlight, the soil may not dry out completely. If your pot drainage hole is not functioning properly, or if you haven't used well draining soil, or if you are overwatering the plant, its leaves may start turning yellow and its root may rot. Therefore, you should water the plant only when the top inch of the soil has dried out completely. This will help prevent the occurrence of root rot. Talking of fertilizer, for healthy growth, we should provide a nitrogen-rich fertilizer. If your plant is small, you can use a well-decomposed cow dung manure or vermicompost every 1 or 2 months. But if your pothos has grown significantly and has completely filled the pot, you won't be able to add compost directly. In that case, you will have to use liquid fertilizer. You can use seaweed solution or liquid fertilizer made from cow dung manure. For best result, add 1 teaspoon of seaweed granules or bioenzyme granules once a month. This will provide all the micronutrients to the plant, which will enhance its growth speed. In pothos, pest attacks are not very common, but sometimes spider mites or mealybugs can infest it. When this happens, you can prepare a mixture of 5 ml of neem oil in 1 liter of water and spray it on the affected parts. If you notice black or brown spot on the leaves of the pothos, it indicates that there is water stagnation in the soil, leading to fungal growth on the plant. In such cases, remove the affected leaves from the plant. If the soil in the pot is clayey, then the top layer of a soil may appear dry, but the soil at the bottom of the pot will retain moisture. To avoid this, use a well-drained soil for the plant, which will allow excess water to drain away, promoting better growth of the plant. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, let us now discuss the 6 steps to make your pothos plant look bushy. Firstly, it is essential to prune the pothos regularly. Pruning encourages growth of side branches, making the pothos look fuller. For instance, in my pothos, if you observe, there is only one long vine hanging down. If I want multiple branches to grow from this main branch, I will prune it halfway from the top. This will encourage the growth of side branches, resulting in bushier appearance. Secondly, when you prune a branch, you can plant the cutting back in the same pot. This way you will have new pothos growing in the same pot, making it even bushier. If you look at the 3 pots of pothos, you can see that I have planted many prune branches in them, which is why the pots are so dense and green. Thirdly, during rainy season, place the pothos outside in the rain 3 to 4 times. Rainwater contains lots of nitrogen, which will significantly boost the growth of your plant, leading to larger leaves and more aerial roots. You can even collect rainwater and use it for watering. Fourthly, if you have grown the pothos with moss stick, whenever you water the plant, make sure to pour water on the moss stick as well. The aerial roots of pothos will absorb the moisture and nutrients from the moss stick, promoting better growth. Fifthly, the pothos plant prefers room temperature. During summer, spray water on its foliage daily. It will also clean the dust present on the leaves, allowing better photosynthesis and promoting healthier growth. Lastly, rotate the pot of the pothos plant every week so that the plant grows evenly from all the sides. By following these steps, your pothos will remain green, lush and bushy throughout the year. Let me know if you liked this video in the comments. If you enjoyed it, please like, share and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. अगर आप मेरे कंटेंट को हिंदी में देखना चाहते हैं तो मेरे हिंदी चैनल ग्रीन लाइफ को जरूर सब्सक्राइब कर ले। लिंक वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन में है।